Hello guys, this is Sushant. So welcome to your channel, which is Sci Engineers. We had been uploading videos for your first year of engineering subjects like engineering mechanics, mathematics and basic electrical engineering, and we'll be continuing to do so in the next semester also. So if you're new to the channel, you just can watch the other videos which we have already uploaded for the different subjects and different topics on them. Also, you need to just subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss notification of the videos which we are uploading on the regular basis. To help us make more videos for you guys, you need to just like our videos and share it with your friends. The sharing and the liking of the videos will help us make more videos and indirectly help you in your preparation. If you just want to know about us, you can just email us at samarthavidya@gmail.com, or you can visit our Facebook page, which is for Samarthavidya. In our classes, we are going to conduct a crash course for the three subjects like basic electrical engineering, applied mathematics and engineering mechanics. So if you want to enroll into those batches, you can just do so by contacting us at samarthavidya@gmail.com. All the further details will be mentioned in the email. So let's get to the continuation of the topic, which is expansion of the function. We have already uploaded a video on it, so you can just go and watch that particular video and come back to this. So let's get going. In the earlier video, we had seen about the Maclaurin series and how to find the expansion of different function using the Maclaurin series. In this, we are going to see how to find the series without the use of the Maclaurin series. We are going to take the help of the expansions of some standardized function using my Maclaurin series, and from those standardized functions expansion, we are going to find the expansions of the functions or in the questions given. So let's get to it. Before we go to our problem, we need to just see some of the expansions of the standardized function. So we have already discussed how to find the expansion for sin x in the previous video, and we had got the result for that as x minus x cubed by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 by 7 factorial. So by mere observation, you can see that the powers of x are basically the odd powers, and they are having a plus and minus difference, that is alternate plus and minus. Then coming to the next expansion, that is 1 plus x raised to m. So this is basically nothing but the binomial expansion which we have done over here. So that is going to be 1 plus mx plus m into m minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square, plus the next term will be m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 by 3 factorial into x cube, and so on. And coming to the last one, which is e raised to x, which is the exponential term. So it is equal to 1 plus x square by 2 factorial, x cube by 3 factorial, x raised to 4 by 4 factorial. So basically for the e raised to x term, it is all the terms present in the Maclaurin series which are present. So now let us go for the problem section, in which we will be using all these three expansions together. Now coming to the question, we have my f of x, which is given as e raised to x sin x, and we have to find the expansion of this particular term up to the term which is x raised to 6. So you can either use the Maclaurin series over here, or you can use something like this. What you will do is let x sin x be some other variable, let us say z. So I will be having this term which is basically y is equal to, so I will be having y equals e raised to z. So we have this term which is the exponential term, and just as we had seen, the exponential term's expansion is nothing but all the terms present in the Maclaurin series. So that is going to be first term, which is going to be 1 plus it's going to be z plus z square by 2 factorial plus z cube by 3 factorial. For now we will be just writing it to z raised to 6. We won't be requiring those many terms in this, because basically we have to find it till z raised to 6, x raised to 6. So now what we have to do is, we know that z is nothing but x sin x, so we will just substitute. So that becomes 1 plus x into sin x plus this is going to become x square by 2 factorial into sin x the whole square plus x cube. After this, what you need to do is you need to just substitute what is going to be sin x. So as you can see that, recollect that sin x is nothing but the odd powers of your expansion. So this is going to be 1 plus x into the odd powers, which are going to be x. Next term will be minus x cube by 3 factorial. Next term is plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial. Now you have to just observe there is already a x term present outside this bracket. So if you open this, it's going to be, the last term is going to be x raised to 6. And since we need only till x raised to 6, so we have to stop this expansion right over here. Coming to the next term, plus x square by 2 factorial. This whole thing is raised to 2. So basically this thing will be raised to 2. So you will be having x minus x cube by 3 factorial. Now if you are taking this particular term, you will be seeing that the combination will be exceeding x raised to 6. So we have to stop it over here. So this is going to be the last term for this particular bracket. Coming to the next one, that is going to be the cubic term. So it's going to be plus x cube by 3 factorial into the sin x term is going to be x minus. You can see that it is x cube and this whole thing is going to be raised to cube. So the only term which will be feasible for our condition is going to be the x term, because the rest of them are going to be more than x raised to 6. So we'll be stopping it over here. So understanding that particular logic, then we have to just open the brackets. So for that, we can see that this thing is nothing but a minus b the whole square thing. So we'll be applying that particular formula. This is nothing but it is just going to be x cube, because all the other terms we are just ignoring them. So let us try to find what the terms are going to be. So we'll be having this as 1 plus, let us take this x inside the bracket. So it's going to be x square minus x raised to 4 plus x raised to 6, all the other terms, plus let us apply the a minus b formula over here. So that's going to be x square by 2 factorial into, this is going to be x square plus, or let us say it is a minus b, so it's minus 2a into b, so that is going to be x raised to 4 by 3 factorial, and the next term will be x cube the whole square, which is going to be x raised to 6. But already there is a x square present, so we can just ignore that thing. So we will be just ignoring other terms. Now in this it's going to be just x raised to 3 and this x raised to 3. So the last term is going to be nothing but x raised to 6 by 3 factorial, and the other terms we are just simply ignoring. Now we'll be just taking the terms which are present in this. So we can see that we have 1 plus x square. Now if we just open this particular bracket, you will be getting this as x raised to 4 by 2 factorial, and this is x raised to 4 minus by 3 factorial. So you can just take x raised to 4 common, and you will be having this as 1 by 3 factorial, and from here it is going to be plus 1 by 2 factorial. Coming to the next term, which is going to be the x raised to 6 term. So you can take the x raised to 6 term outside. We'll be getting this as 1 by 5 factorial, and from here it is going to be nothing but minus 2 divided by 2 factorial into 3 factorial, and the final one plus 1 by 3 factorial, and the rest of the terms we are not considering at all. So we'll be just calculating this particular value. So that is going to be the end of it. You have found the expansion for this particular problem without using your Maclaurin series. If you are comfortable with the Maclaurin series, then you can do it by that method also. But if it is mentioned that you have to use without the Maclaurin series, then this is the only way you can go by. let's see one more problem which is going to be related. So let's have a look at the next problem which is given to me, that is f of x equals sine of e raised to x minus 1. So by the same procedure we'll be following it. So we have e raised to x minus 1, so let's find the expansion for e raised to x. So the expansion for e raised to x is 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial and so on. It's going to be minus 1 for this. So basically the 1 gets cancelled out and you are remaining with sine of x plus x square by 2 factorial, x cube by 3 factorial and x raised to 4 by 4 factorial. Now we will be just applying the sine form for it. So before that, let us consider this thing as a theta. So basically we are assuming that this thing is theta. So for sine theta, the expansion is written as theta minus theta cube by 3 factorial plus theta raised to 5 by 5 factorial and so on. So now what we have to do is we have to just substitute for theta these terms. So I will be having this, that is the entire thing till x raised to 4, and we are only going to consider till the x raised to 4 terms. Minus, so next term will be 1 by 3 factorial and the cube of this particular thing. So that is going to be x plus x square by 2 factorial, and beyond this it is going to be going beyond x raised to 4 term. So we will be just stopping it over here, plus the remaining the whole cube term. We are not considering the x theta raised to 5 term because it is going to go beyond your x raised to 4. So we will be just ignoring that term. And now we will be just solving based on this. So the first entire bracket is going to be as it is, minus 1 by 3 factorial, and you need to just apply the a plus b the whole cube formula. So this is going to be nothing but x cube plus 3a square, that is x square, into x square by 2 factorial plus 3x and this square, which is going to be x raised to 4. So you need to just ignore that thing. That's it. And then we have to just take out the terms which are going to be same. So we have the x term over here, so it will be remaining as it is, plus x square term, x square by 2 factorial term, we don't have anything x square by. Next we'll be having this plus x cube, which is 1 by 3 factorial, and from here it is minus 1 by 3 factorial, so that gets cancelled out. Next one is my x raised to 4 term, which is going to be 1 by 4 factorial, and from here it is minus 3 by 2 factorial and so on. So this is going to be the end result for it. You need to just find the value for this, and that's going to be it. So this is how you will be finding your expansion based on your functions. So if it is mentioned clearly that you have to expand based on the function, standardized function, then you have to go by this particular method. If it is not mentioned, then you can go by the Maclaurin series also. And for now, we will be stopping for this particular video, and we will be taking up a new topic in this particular section, which is going to be the expansion with the use of Taylor series. So if you are new to the channel, you can just subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a notification from our channel. And do hit the like button and share button so that it helps us make more videos for you and help you in your preparation. So help yourself by helping us in making more videos. So this is Sushant signing off. We are from Samartha Vidya classes, which is the group tuitions for the engineering and science students, and we would like to announce that we are going to be conducting the crash courses for the 3 subjects, that is basic electrical engineering, applied mathematics and engineering mechanics. So if you are interested to join with us, then you can just do so by emailing us at samarthavidya@gmail.com. So for now, keep learning, keep watching and keep liking, and happy learning. Bye.